Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Crystal with the C, back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on, welcome. Again, I'm Modesty33, aka Crystal with the C. I put out at least 2 videos a week, sometimes more, depends on my schedule, but at least one video is going to be a sit down, which that sit down could be anything from a review of a television show, of a luxury item. It could be a travel vlog. It could just be a faith life moment or a word of encouragement. It could be a whole lot of different things for that sit down video, and a whole lot of things are to come from my sit down video, so definitely be on the lookout for that. But the other video a week that I form is a reaction video. Currently I'm reacting to 3 different shows. I am reacting to Legion season 2, and I just uploaded episode 1 on my channel a day like last night, because today's Sunday, April 8th. So I just uploaded my reaction to season 2, episode 1, chapter 9 on my channel. So if you are into Legion and if you are watching season 2 of Legion, make sure you check that reaction out. Also, I'm reacting to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5, and I have those reactions dispersed throughout my channel. And I'm also reacting to Marvel's Runaways. I have one of those videos on my channel now, but be expecting more of those to come in the near future. So if any of those things interest you guys, I will ask for one thing, and that is for you to hit that red button below so you can subscribe to my channel, and make sure you hit the bell next to it so you're notified when I upload future videos. And guys, subscribing is free of charge. It does not cost you anything, but it just really helps out my channel. So anyway, let's talk about what this video is going to be about today. So if any of you have been watching my videos, you see my onesie. Like, you guys, I'm about to do a reaction video. So today I'm going to be reacting to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5, episode 16. I don't recall what the title of this one is called. I think it's Inside something. But the title of the episode is going to be in the title of this video, so no fear. I'll include that. But just a brief recap, episode 15 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was Rise and Shine. Basically, we learned about the background of General S.H.I.E.L.D., which was very interesting to learn that, you know, essentially she was born into this life of Hydra. So, you know, she doesn't know anything else. And so you saw that she went to school with some of these well-known people that we know from Hydra, like S.H.I.E.L.D, as well as Von Strucker, and then David Whitehall was like their professor. And so you know, you saw, like, you felt kind of bad for General S.H.I.E.L.D. because essentially she was like the top of her class in Hydra, but they only had use for her as to inseminate her with Ruby. Essentially, like, we find out that this is essentially the how Ruby was conceived, is that she was a part of a project from Daniel Whitehall where she was inseminated to produce the perfect super soldier, essentially, that could be merged with the gravitonium. I think that was Whitehall's intention for, again, like for S.H.I.E.L.D's child, who was, you know, given all these genes that made her into the perfect super soldier, to be merged with the gravitonium. So essentially you find out all these things about General S.H.I.E.L.'s past. Then you find out too, like, General Talbot, like, General S.H.I.E.L.D. has him there essentially as a prisoner. And so Phil, you know, Coulson finds out about all this different stuff as it relates to General S.H.I.E.L.D. And then, like, she tells him basically what her plans are. She really wants Hydra and S.H.I.E.L.D. to work together to overthrow the Confederacy. And, like, her whole plan is to merge. Like, she asked Coulson about Daisy Johnson because originally her daughter Ruby was supposed to go into the machine to merge with the gravitonium, but she feels like, you know, Ruby doesn't have the temperament, she's not ready, so she feels like Daisy would be a better fit. And you know, when you hear this whole thing, it already sounds like a recipe for disaster. And she talking about merging Daisy with the gravitonium. I mean, on top of her Quake abilities, like, that is not a good recipe. And so she was saying that it would be worthy of Whitehall's name for the project, which was Destroyer of Worlds. And instantly right there, Coulson, you know, was like, oh no, we can't do this. I was at the future. I see the aftermath of this. And essentially your actions are what lead to the destruction of the world. And she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't believe him. him. And so then, Ruby goes back and talks to Coulson, and essentially she's thinking that she's the one who's supposed to go in the machine, and Coulson tells her no, it's supposed to be Daisy. And now Ruby, really wants to, seems like she wants to harm or kill Daisy, and try to beat her. So, you see that aspect of the story, and then you go over to what's going on with the team in the interim, and you see that Simmons has fit Yo-Yo for the robotic arm. So we'll maybe see some of that, more of that in this episode. And then you see where Fitz is still really down on himself, but yet he doesn't feel like regretful. He still feels like he made the right decision by again holding Daisy down and bringing back, removing her inhibitor and bringing back her Quake abilities. So you kind of see their back and forth in that. Daisy's whole solution is to go get Robin and find out essentially how they can get Coulson back and what they need to do, which I don't think that's a good idea, but that's what she's about to do. And then you see the whole scene at the end with Simmons and Fitz, and they're talking about Deke. Simmons tells Fitz that Deke is their grandson, and his reaction is so classic. So that was really funny to see as well. So again, guys, without further ado, I'm done with my recap. They're always so long, but anyway, I'm done with my recap. I'm going to go ahead and get into this episode, and I will see you guys on the other side with my observations.
I don't think this is a great idea. Hey, get me out! Yeah, this dude's been up in this machine since season 1. Hey, get me out of here! He's alive. Yeah, he's been alive for 4 years. The dude just been chilling in there. Oh, Yo-Yo's back. Okay, we see you.
Hey, Simmons was right. She said you might become stronger than before because you're murdering that heavy bag.
Yeah. Feels good to not be lying on a bed for once.
None of you looks like me. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Grandpappy. I guess your daughter found a ring.
Whoa!
Of all the people.
Of all the people.
Why couldn't it be fun? I like the fun. Okay, well, quality time was fun, but I'm late. I don't know if you noticed, but ever since she's been in charge, Daisy is kind of a hard ass. I noticed.
Look around.
Well, Robin may have answers, but she may not. Whereas Fitz has a concrete lead on a Hydra weapon. We get to that first, we get to Hale. That could lead to Coulson.
Fitz is sick. You should be worried about that. Look, you can compile his intel and we will review it when we get back. For right now, everyone is leaving. And Simmons, Mac is in charge when I'm gone. And he's under strict orders. Fitz stays locked up. Understood?
I understand what you're saying.
Good.
She's like, I understand. I sense a bit of disobedience, though.
You might want to dial it back. I think she's wrong. You made that perfectly clear. But you're leading us now, and it's new to everyone, not just you. I'm just leading us to Coulson, then he can have his job back. You guys didn't see yourselves in the future?
No. Deke is our proof. His mother was our daughter.
Deke
Is our grandson.
Wow. I'm sorry.
No, he's really quite sweet.
Well, it makes as much.
I know you feel like you're battling something inside you, but I trust you. Do you trust me?
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm going to get you out. And we're going to go after this thing.
Whoa.
Wait. We have a problem. Mac. He's the only one that can open Fitz's cell now. He won't want to, Gemma. He'll stop us.
No. He'll try.
Y'all real dirty, man.
There are things I can't let go of. Things I learn in the future about this team, about Coulson, about you.
I don't want to hear about
Well,
the
you
future.
might want to hear about the future, Mac.
All I know is, right here, right now, you're in front of me.
Window into her world. Do you remember what her last drawing was? I have it.
That's so sad to me.
Listen to him, son. He's an ally. Now, I'd like to get back and see my wife and child.
We good?
We good?
Yeah, let's get going.
Okay, Glenn, come on. Perfect. Let's go.
Hey, you quit it. Quit being so handsy.
Glenn, I know we're under a bit of strain here, but I'm going to need you to use your inside voice.
This is my inside voice.
Okay, then you're softer. Inside voice.
Lady, you know I'm not surprised.
Liquid. 3 of them contain water. The 4th holds a phosphoric acid compound using the hydraulics of Yo-Yo's arms. Highly toxic. 1 sip will make you sick. I mean, this much will surely kill you.
What the heck? Gemma.
No.
Yes, Fitz. I wouldn't be doing this if the science wasn't sound. So without knowing which is which, I will drink 3 of them, and since I can't be killed, I will happen to consume the 3 that just hold water.
This is insane.
He's like, Gemma. What?
No looking.
I'm not looking.
Are you kidding? Simmons. Are you serious?
Ready.
I wouldn't be doing this. Well, I mean, if Gemma died, it would probably break the loop, though.
Don't do it.
He's right, Gemma.
Don't. Sit down.
Fitz holding his breath.
Simmons, I need you to stop right now.
It's like, oh my gosh.
I will now drink the last one, and it will be water.
No.
You would shoot me just to keep me from dying?
No, I'll wound you to stop this madness.
No. I don't think you will.
Please, Simmons, please.
Gemma?
Stop!
She needs some alkaline phosphate to counteract the toxicity.
Okay, but where do I find it?
I know where it is. Let me out. Let him out.
Oh no, this is the plan right here to get him out. Y'all so conniving, Joseph, right here.
Hang on, Gemma.
Hurry up! Light up!
Y'all niggas real conniving.
Now!
I'm done.
Open the door! Open the door now! What?
Y'all so conniving. Ooh!
Hands up with it. You
Oh! Like a red chest.
Come on, hero. Do something. They never agree on anything. Feeling it now. But they agree I shouldn't help them.
Dang, who's
What is
that?
he
You
gonna
got a
do?
man down. Come on, soldier. Do something.
Bill.
Ruby?
She don't even care. Listen! Oh no, Creel gonna die.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the destroyer of worlds.
Ooh.
Then go get them.
Look at her!
You learned to trust me in the end,
Brenda.
and this is what I wanted.
So why did you care what I wanted? It means you give me this.
This act cements a bond.
Yeah, it does. You have my undying loyalty now. I never wanted
Is he the
anything.
Gravitonium too?
I just wanted to Gravitonium.
Oh no. You misunderstood. understand.
She said they're arguing, is what Krill said.
They wanted you.
Both of them men is in the gravitonium. No wonder Krill crazy. He kept saying that they are arguing. Here. Okay. So yeah, y'all, that was Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5, episode 16. Again, I don't remember what the title of this episode is called, but yeah, that was another interesting episode. I really liked the different team ups in this episode, like Yo-Yo, Fitz, and Simmons, like, and especially like Simmons and Yo-Yo, like how essentially they collaborated this episode to try to get Fitz out of his cell. And like Yo-Yo knew that Mac was going to be the obstacle, so they went and kind of developed a little plan to go ahead and bypass Mac, and they did their little test. So that was kind of crazy with the team up of the three of them. And then like Fitz and Deke at the beginning, I'm glad that they got that little interaction with one another. He's like, we don't resemble. He's like, I would have rather had Flint my grandson. Oh my gosh. But Simmons, of course, like, she's like, oh, I think Deke is sweet. So yeah, and they all agree that Daisy is just kind of being really, like, she's just really focused, and like she just does not feel like she has time for pleasantries, because of course, like, she's still trying to process all this that went down with Fitz herself, and so she's not readily gonna let him out. And then it just puts her in such a bad position being in charge now, and then her and Simmons are really good friends, but this is Simmons' husband, you know what I'm saying? So like Simmons, of course, is like gonna be on the side of Fitz more so. And she, you can see that even though she hates that it happened, like she said in the last episode, she really like agrees to a certain extent with what Fitz did. Like, she felt like the hard decision needed to be made, and she said that to Yo-Yo as well, that like Fitz made the hard decision to try to break the time loop, and now you see where he is. So I think like they truly believe that. And then the thing is, like, and Matt doesn't want to hear it. He don't want to receive it. He's like, I don't want to talk about the future, but it's like, no, we need to have a conversation about the future so we don't end up in that same future. Like, let's have a dialogue about it. So, but he doesn't want to hear it. Daisy goes off to find Robin. Daisy and May and Deke do. They find Robin, and Robin like recognizes May as being like her mother, and that's just kind of like sad. And you see the last drawing that she drew before she stopped drawing was like the drawing of like her dying in Daisy's arms, essentially, and which is so like sad. And then like you find out with like Coulson, and like what they're trying to do is like do some tests with the gravitonium, and Creel like touches it, and then like he interacts with the doctor dude from season 1, and like I kept thinking, I'm like, this is just weird, because I thought like in the flashbacks where you were seeing of the guy, I don't remember his name, but like I thought he was arguing with Coulson because Creel kept saying something about Coulson, but like you see at the end, they said that Ian Quinn has been missing for years. Quinn is in the gravitonium with like the doctor guy. So that's who Creel was talking about, said that they're arguing, but they hate you. Like they both hate Coulson. So, the thing is, like, if Ruby or Daisy merge with that gravitonium, and like those dudes are inside the gravitonium, like, that would be enough to drive anybody crazy. You see that Creel is not quite with it since he put his hand and touched it. And like, just think about like if Ruby or Daisy merged with that, like they would totally like, not be stable at all. Especially Ruby. You tell Ruby ain't stable. So that's the thing too. Coulson and Talbot end up getting away. General Hill got her supervillain uniform this episode. I don't know what she had going on. I'm just not used to her not wearing her, Air Force uniform. So that was just a little weird. I was like, got the supervillain uniform on it. Yeah, so it was a very interesting episode with all the different team ups that you didn't really expect. Like you didn't expect Creel, Talbot, and Coulson to kind of team up and try to escape from that base and facility. So that's, I thought it was a good episode, and it was good to know that, like, see the flashback from 4 years ago and see that Ian Quinn is in the Gravitonium. So like that was really cool to see. So I really enjoyed this episode. So I look forward to seeing if Ruby, like, I want to know who merges with the Gravitonium, if Ruby or Daisy does. So that would be very interesting to see in the future. But again, guys, I thank you so very much for watching. I apologize for the lighting. It was good before, it was a lot of sunshine, and now it's starting to get dark, so the light's a little in and out. But again, guys, I still thank you so very much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also comment below, let me know what you thought of this episode. Were you surprised to find out that Ian Quinn is actually in the Gravitonium with the doctor guy, whose name I don't remember? But were you surprised to find that out at the end? Also, let me know, who do you think actually merges with the Gravitonium? Do you think it's going to be Ruby, or do you think it's going to actually be Daisy? Who is going to be the actual destroyer of worlds? So I guess we will see. They give the title to Daisy, but Daisy might not actually be the one who is the destroyer. So we'll see like how this continues to unfold toward the end of the season. But again, guys, if you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you share this video too with anyone else who is watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Also, just make sure before you leave this video that you subscribe to my channel. You do that by hitting the red button below, which it may be on this side, from the video that I'm filming. Hit the red button below and make sure you hit the bell next to it so you're notified when I upload future videos. So guys, thank you so very much again for watching. I will see you in the next video.